if you had to kind of look back at, I guess, the last few years, what are some of the things that you would probably do different? Is there anything that you would do differently? One of the biggest mistakes that I've seen happen within AOE is getting onto your next product too quickly before you actually, have ensured that you've maximized what you can with that particular product. And I've seen that happen over and over again. And a little bit of a tip for a lot of you guys that are on the call, if you do have a one product, just focus on that one product, right? Don't get too excited and get into another product that's completely different. If you wanted to get into another product, what you want to do then is add a variation of that product. You see, if that product is working really, really well, and you only have one variation, so you have just say one specific color, one specific design, then what you do is instead of trying to explore a completely new product and you're testing again from scratch, just get another variation for that product and just keep on adding variations to that particular type of product. Because what ends up happening is this, you end up becoming a specialist within your actual niche. If you look at a lot of the products that are being sold, I mean, plant stands, if you look at products like that, there's probably about 4 variations, maybe 5 variations of those products with a lot of different sellers. But if you look at a lot of different products, you might find, and you probably will find, there isn't that many variations of a really, really good product, right? There might be 1 or 2 variations. So when you hit something, when something works out really, really well, add to that, right? Don't go getting completely new products in a different niche. Just stick to that particular micro niche that you actually chose. Add more variations to a product that's already working. And then what you'll actually find, you'll start to dominate that actual niche. You're spending even way more less on PPC. I know Belinda doesn't spend anything on PPC, and that's an awesome thing. I mean, that's a testament to her actual product, right? So what we want to be doing when we're actually looking at building a business is we want to become the experts within that niche. So when people land there, they know we offer the best variations, we offer the best listing description, we're actually speaking to our actual customer, but we're also doing something very, very different. And the way we know if we're doing it right or not is when we start to look at our data, right? We start to look at our numbers. So we have a look and we see in the last 30 days, how many organic sales have I made, right? So you can go to orders, manage orders. You might find the last 30 days you've made 100 organic sales. Okay. Oh, sorry, 100 sales. Then what you do is you can go to your Amazon campaign manager, your PPC campaign manager, and do last 30 days. Now, if you made 100 sales last 30 days on your Amazon account, and you notice that 80 of them were from PPC, well, that tells us there's a bit of an issue, right? There's something happening there. If your whole business is purely reliant on PPC, you don't really have a business, right? So what you want to be doing is, if that's the case, there could be a few issues in terms of why your business is fully relying on PPC. That could be a product issue, right? It could be your product is not differentiated enough, right? And that's something that we're going to be talking a lot about. I know Kathy speaks about this a lot, Kathy Lloyd. So differentiation is a big thing. Also, another thing, a simple thing could be maybe just the price of your actual product, especially if you have a bundle. A lot of the times when we bundle a product, what tends to happen is we feel like we need to increase the price so much and add the 2 RRPs of those particular products on top of the price. It could be something like that, where you need to reduce the price a little bit. It could be your product listing, but that's something that needs to be looked at. So a lot of you guys that are on today, if you have an Amazon account that's going, if you're making sales, start to look at that data, right? Have a look at the last 30-day orders, have a look at the last 30 days of PPC orders, and just start to compare it, right? Because at the end of the day, a lot of the times, or I guess the biggest things that we have, or the biggest challenges that we have, is our product is either not different enough from everyone else's, right? And that's a big challenge, right? And if it isn't, then you need to start thinking of a way to think about, how am I going to make it look better, right, in the images if you already have the stock there. Another thing also is, imagine you could completely cut PPC costs, right? So imagine you had a product so good, you can cut PPC costs completely. We have one of our products, which I'll share probably in the coming weeks, but a product that I've been working on for the last few years, and we've just been taking our time with it. And the last 3 years, we've only spent $5,000 in PPC. And we've done, in the last 12 months, we've done about 120,000 in sales, worldwide, including some strategies with licensing and things like that. And there's going to be things that I'm going to share with you guys also as we go along. But essentially, PPC is probably the biggest killer when it comes to Amazon businesses and also the Amazon fees themselves. But yeah, there's a lot of things that we're going to be looking at in the coming weeks, in the coming months for a lot of you guys. I know this is probably there's a lot of topics here, but the automation side of it, you have the possibility of actually having a business where Amazon takes care of your shipping. They provide a lot of really good, I guess, services to the actual customers. And that's something that's kind of attractive.
That was a video from my regular Monday night Q&A session with the members of the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs. We are a community of 2,500 members and growing. We're the fastest growing community of professional e-commerce sellers right here in Australia, with sales, by the way, of over $50 million. $50 million, holy crap. If you'd like to find out more about what we do and how we can help you build your own e-commerce business too, get off to www.aussieonlineentrepreneurs.com.au. The link for that is in the description. And thanks so much for watching. See you in the next video.